ready and we can get started. Okay, so most of these exercises, or all of the exercises, you don't need any equipment or anything. So I'm going to be demoing every exercise. There's going to be 6 exercises. We're going to be doing 45 seconds on each. And then we are also going to repeat that whole thing 4 times, okay? Let me demonstrate the exercises first. First exercise is going to be on our back, where we bring the soles of our feet together. We lie back in that Baddha shape. You're going to bring the arms overhead. You're going to lift the hips into that glute bridge, squeezing through the glutes, then lower, and then we're going to lift up into a sit-up, reach forward, lower back down. So we're going to be doing that. Lift the bum, squeeze through the glutes, lift up, sit up, reach forward. Second one is our reverse curtsy lunge and lunge. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back into a lunge position. You can bring your hands to prayer or in a fist-like position. And we're going to simply step into curtsy and then lunge. So we're actually staying on the right leg and we're pulsing from our regular hip stance to our curtsy, where you step slightly out behind you, okay? So we'll do that for 22 seconds on one leg and then 22 seconds on the other leg. And the next one is not my favorite. My least favorite thing in the world is frog pumps. So you're going to get down into a squat. Try to bring the elbows to the inner knees. You're going to lift the hips and then lower. Lift and lower. So these frog pumps, don't worry too much about the depth. If it gets too much, just hold the squat, just as if that's really easy, or take a break if you need. Next thing is going to be Cobra Lifts. So what we're going to be doing is lying on our belly. I'd like you to bring the hands behind the head. You're going to lift up and then lower. Lift up and then lower. So we're working into the upper back and that prisoner stance with hands behind the head, elbows out wide. And the next one is fallen star. So what we're going to do is come onto our side plank and extend our left leg out in front. And then from here, we're going to keep our right hand to our hip. We're going to hover the left foot and extend it behind the right foot, bending into the top leg, and then extend it out in front. Each time you can bring the outer edge of the left foot to the mat. For more of a challenge, you're going to hover the left foot and then extend it behind, extend it out in front, okay? We'll do again, 22 seconds on each side. And then last one is squat to handstand hop. So this one you might need to come to a wall, and if you're not confident in your handstands, that's fine. You'll just literally face a wall. You'll give yourself a nice bit of space between you and the wall. We'll do this active squat where we extend our arms out in front, bring the hands down, take a hop, and then squat. Hands down, take a hop. You might find some hang time. We'll do that 10 times. So last week we did something quite similar, and we'll just repeat that 10 times. We won't put the timer on. Okay, so are we ready? Okay, so this was so much fun last week. It was absolute torture trying to talk my way through it and teach at the same time, but it was so much fun. So I really want to do this every week with you guys. Are we ready to get started? Okay, so grab your water. We're going to be starting with those frog thrusts and sit-ups. So when we're ready, we're going to come down onto our back, bring the soles of your feet together, Baddha shape with the legs, lie back, arms overhead, lift the hips and lower them down, sit all the way up, tap in front of your toes. Lower with control, lift the hips, engage the glutes, lift up, sit up. Well done, keep going. Ground down through the outer edge of your feet, lift the hips and sit up. Lower down, lift and lower, sit up. Keep going, lift and lower. You're going to feel it in the inner groin as well. Lower down, lift, sit up. Keep going, we have about 10 seconds left, using the glutes as you lift the hips, using the core to slowly release all the way down onto the back. Lift one more time, sit up and take a break, okay? Straight into the next exercise is our curtsy to lunge, okay? So we'll do 22 seconds on each side. When you're ready, step back into a squat or into a lunge, and then simply come into that curtsy and then back. So you're pulsing almost shifting from lunge to curtsy. Lunge to curtsy. So you should start to feel quite a lot of sensation in that right quad. Keep going. And then switch it out. Step back with the right leg and curtsy. Lunge and curtsy. Keep going, knit that rib cage in, soften through the jaw, soften through the upper body. Lift up from the lower belly. About 6 seconds left. Keep going. 2 and 1. Well done. Okay, our frog pumps, you're going to get down into that nice low squat. Hands or elbows to inner knees. Lift the hips and lower. Lift and lower. These always feel like, God, why do I hate these so much? And then within seconds, the burn kicks in. Okay, keep going. I'm going to try and get Connor to come and do this with me next week so that he can see why I usually hobble home from these workouts. Oh, I need to take a break. Okay, keep going, 10 seconds. We've got this. Breathe deeply, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay, get onto the belly. We're coming into our Cobra Lifts with that prisoner stance in the upper body. So bring the hands behind the head and you're going to lift up slightly and lower. You might even tap the mat with your forehead. Try to hug your lower belly up and in away from the mat. So do not use your belly pushing it into the mat. I want you to use your upper body. So navel to spine, root down through the toenails, push down through the pubic bone, and try to breathe. Keep going, 20 more seconds. Allow 15 more seconds. Keep going, keep those elbows lifted. It's going to help you engage through the upper back. Fingers light through the back of the head. Keep going, 5 seconds. And release, well done. Whew. Okay, so we're coming into that fallen star or fallen triangle. So I want you to set yourself up and in a side plank and then slide your left leg out in front. Now, you can either stay here with your hand to your hip if you want to do these threading of the leg behind and then kick out in front. Behind and in front. So you bend into the right knee as you extend the left leg behind. Keep going. You have 7 more seconds on this side. Whew. 2 and 1. Straight away we'll come to the other side. Ground into the outer edge of the left foot. Extend the right leg behind. Or whatever side you started on, you're going to do the opposite. Remember, you can take little mini breaks by bringing the outer edge of the right foot to the mat. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take a break. Come to the wall. So you're going to come into that active squat. Excuse me. Active squat, bring your arms out in front. You can either hold here, you can even bring your hands down and just come onto your tippy toes and then lower back down into active squat or take a hop. Active squat and hop. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, take a little hop, and 1, well done. Okay, we're gonna take a 45-second break. Grab some water. How are we all feeling? Hope we're feeling good. Well done. Okay, keep it up. We still have another 25 seconds. Not as much jumping as last week in this one, so that's good. So we're going to get set up for our frog pumps, or sorry, our frog thrusts. So getting onto the back. I'm going to stop that, getting onto the back, bring the soles of your feet together. Knees out wide, you're gonna lie back, arms overhead, lift the hips, and lower. Sit up. Use your core, reach forward, and lower with control. Push down through the outer edges of your feet, use your glutes to lift, and then lift. Sit up. Well done, keep going. Try to sit up with control rather than swinging into the sit up. Try to use your core. 20 more seconds, keep going. Breathing through it. 4, 3, last lift, last sit up, 1, well done. Okay, next one is our lunges. So get into that reverse lunge. Step back and then curtsy. Lunge and curtsy. So we're pulsing between the two, firing up into that right leg, activating into your left glute, really getting into that right quad. Keep going. It'll be really nice by doing only half on each side. Okay, opposite side, step the right foot back, and then curtsy. Try to stay as low as you can through the left knee. So try to keep the engagement. Try not to give yourself any breaks. We're here to burn, to work, to strengthen. And take a break, well done. Okay, so coming into our frog pumps, I want you to set up in your squat. Bring your elbows to your inner knees if you can. Lift the hips and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Go at your own pace. Try to lift from the pelvic floor. So really feel the lower belly lifting up and in. Relax through your shoulders. Oh Jesus, we've only done 25 seconds. Okay, we got this. Thank God you're here or I would have given up by now. I usually give up after about 30 seconds of these. Never last 45. Okay, keep going. Well done, we're nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Stop and come onto your belly. So we're going to come onto the belly. We're doing our Cobra Lifts. So release down onto the belly. Okay. Hands behind the head. Lift up and lower. Lift up and lower. Use the upper back. Push down through the soles of, or the toes, the tops of your feet. Try to push down through the pubic bone and avoid pushing the belly into the mat. Almost like you're trying to lift your belly away from the mat. 15 more seconds. Take a break if you need. You shouldn't be feeling this in the lower back. So engage into your quads. Pull the belly in. Lift those elbows for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So we're going to come into that fallen star. When you're ready, come onto your left hand. Step your right foot back. Extend your left leg out in front. Okay, right hand to the hip. And extend the left leg behind the right, and then kick it out in front. Extend behind, in front. Hold your fallen start. This is too much for you. Fully extend through the left arm. Keep going. And switch it out. Come on to the right hand, extend the right leg out in front, and then kick it behind the left. So you're almost threading it behind the left leg, trying to move with control, grounding through the entire sole of your left foot. Feeling that work in the side body, in the arms, in the core. Last one, kick behind, kick in front, and release. Well done, okay. 10 hops, come to the wall, set up in your active squat. So hips about in line with your knees. Extend your arms out in front, and then plant the palms shoulder width. Maybe you take a little hop, and again, if you find some hang time, hold hang time. for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, take a hop. And take a break. Whew. Well done, everyone. Let's start our 45-second break. So, we're halfway. We only have to do that 2 more times. Well done, everyone. Okay, try to slow down heart rate. Okay, guys, this break is going way quicker. Okay, we're gonna have to get ready again. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, guys, we can do this. When you're ready, we're gonna set up for our frog thrust. So we're gonna come onto the back, bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, and recline from palm first. So lift the hips, engage the glutes, lower back down. Lift up into your sit-up and then lower, pushing the soles of the feet toward each other. Lift the hips, lower, then sit up, nice and controlled. Try to get that lowering from the sit-up quite slow. So if you can slow that down, the more control and strength you're going to build. As well, on the way up in the sit-up, you're trying to do it with control. You're trying to feel it from the core, from the abdominal wall. So try not to swing up or use momentum. Try to find your breath. One more time, squeeze the glutes, then sit up, and well done. Okay, next one, we're coming into our lunge and curtsy. Step the left foot back and begin. Pulse to the right and back to center. Pulse to the right, curtsy, back to center. Again, remember, we're trying to stay nice and deep in the lunge in the right leg. Lift up from the lower belly. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Step back with the right. Lunge, curtsy. Lunge, curtsy. So you want to make these little shifts of the right foot quite subtle. You don't want to come out of the lunge in the left knee up. We all want to, but we're trying not to. Well done. Keep going. One more. To the left, center, and release. Whew. I'm glad I didn't do 45 seconds on each leg. I think I would have died. Okay, so coming into our frog pumps. When you're ready, you're going to get nice and low into that squat. And we're going to bring the hands to the prayer, elbows to inside of knees, and sit down and lift. Get that depth as much as you can, and then lift. So take it slow. If you need to slow down, if you need to take breaks. Okay, well done. We have 15 seconds left. Excuse me. Keep going. Less than 10. Oh God. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly. They are so hard. Okay. Coming into our Cobra Lifts. When you're ready, you're going to come onto the belly. Come all the way down. And I'm going to reset the timer. Hands behind the head. Remember, quads stay active the entire time. Lift and lower. Try not to push the belly down into the mat. So it's almost like you're trying to lift the lower belly and the lowest rib away from the mat. Keep those elbows lifted. Tuck the tailbone, push the pubic bone down, active through the legs. The legs are going to be a lot of your strength here. If you need to take a break, take a break. Keep going. 5 seconds left. I'm going to start on the left hand, step your right foot back, extend your left leg out in front, and then hover behind the right leg. Out in front, extend it behind the right calf. Remember, you can take little breaks by releasing the left foot to the mat into your fallen star. Keep going on this side. Breathe deeply. And switch it out. Bring the right hand down. Sole of the left foot to mat. Right leg extends out in front. And then extend the right leg behind the left calf. Extend out in front and behind. Extend in front and behind. So your right shoulder is shifting from over the right wrist to behind the right wrist. Keep going. Last one. And release. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do those 10 hops. Come to your wall if you want. Get down into that active squat shape. Arms out in front. Maybe come to the tippy toes. Maybe take a hop. For 10. For 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Take a break. Okay. Guys, we're going to have one more round of this. Well done. So just take your time and finding your breath. Grab some water. After this, we have a nice cool down as well, so that'll be much needed and appreciated, hopefully. Oh, okay. Oh, I still have just over 10 seconds. Okay guys, so we have one set left. We get started on our backs. So when we're ready, let's do this last round. I'm gonna reset, bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. We're gonna start with our frog thrust. So recline onto the back, arms overhead, lift the hips to your maximum height and then lower. And remember, the sit-up is slow and controlled, lowering with control. Lift the hips, engage the glutes, lower. Trying to breathe nice and slow. So faster doesn't necessarily mean better. You want to really feel it in the deepest part of your muscles. Keep going, 15 more seconds. Last hip lift, 2, and last sit up. Well done. Okay, stop, reset. We are going to come into our curtsy to lunge. When you're ready, step the left foot back. Try to find your lunge and then start to curtsy, slightly shifting the left foot out. We're pulsing in the right knee. So it's little micro lunges in the right knee, micro pulses, starting to immediately feel it in the right leg. This little bit of a shift of movement. Now this is the last round. And switch it out. Step the right foot back, find your balance, and then shift. Right foot from left. Keep going. Almost got this. Center left, center, get that burn in that quad. Keep going, you can do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, okay. Okay, so our next exercise is our frog pump. Crap, I forgot about this. Okay, so let's go. Get down into your squat, hands to purr, lift the hips, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift, lower. Keep going. It's the last time we're doing this. I promise I'll never do this in a workout again with you guys. That's a little bit of a lie, but not for a while anyway. Not until after lockdown. Okay, I promise you that much. Keep going. You can do anything for 15 seconds. Think about if the winning lotto ticket was at the end. How easy would this be? Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, coming into our Cobra Lifts. God, these are way harder than they seem, right? You kind of think they're going to be super easy. Okay, you get to lie on your belly, but actually, mostly a lot of us have weak backs, so this can be a really great way to strengthen not only the back body. Okay, let's get started. Not only the back body, but it can also work a lot into the belly if you do it right. So really try to engage through the legs. And imagine like you're trying to squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. And you're going to immediately begin to feel into your pelvic floor. When you ground the pubic bone down into the mat, you're going to feel your belly lift away from the mat, which is what you want. Remember, we only have 15 seconds left. A lot of tickets at the end. Breathe for 3. Keep going for 2. Push down to the tops of your toes. And 1. Release. Take a break. Well done. Hold on a break. Just a tiny mini break. Okay, so we're coming into our fallen. Start plant the left hand. This is our second last exercise and then we're done. You can do this. Extend your left leg out in front. Right hand to right hip. And then extend it behind. Kick it out in front. Try to move with control. So it doesn't have to be fast. Usually, or sometimes, the slower you move, the more strength you build, the more control you have. So just maybe this one's getting a little bit easier. Okay, we're just gonna go a little bit longer on this side for our last round. Last one, and then switch it up. Bring your right hand down, come onto the left foot, extend your right leg out in front, and then cross it behind the left. Keep going. Breathe. This is the last time. Keep going, well done. Keep breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, handstand or frog hops. Get into that nice squat shape. Hips in line with knees, arms out in front. Either hold it here or plant the palms and take that hop. If you don't want to take the hop, you can still plant the hands and just lift the hips, come onto your tippy toes. Keep going, about 5 more. 3, 2, last hop, come on, you can do it. We're gonna half hop like me, well done. Okay guys, holy, that was amazing. Well done, get some water, and then we'll start our well-deserved cool down. Okay, I'd like you all to come to your mat. We're going to get started on hands and knees. So just coming onto the hands and the knees into a tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Extend your right arm to the sky. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath and just tap the right shoulder to the mat and then lift it back up. Inhale to lift the right arm to the sky. Exhale to thread, tap the right shoulder to the mat. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Okay, inhale, lift. And this time bring the right shoulder to the mat and bring some weight into the right shoulder. Hold it here if you want. You can bring the left arm behind the back or you can extend the left arm out in front over the left ear. Hold and breathe. Full deep inhales, full deep exhales. And then slowly release. Come back to table. We'll do the same on the opposite side. When you're ready, inhale, extend the left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread. Just tap the left shoulder to the mat. And then push up extend the left arm to the sky. Exhale, tap. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale, lift. This time, bring the entire left shoulder and bring the weight onto the shoulder and the left ear. You can stay as you are. You could bring the right arm behind the back, or you could extend the right arm out over the right ear. Take your time here. Full deep inhales, full deep exhales. Okay, release the right hand. Well done. You're going to push up into table. I'd like you to step the right foot to the front of your mat. I'd like you to tap the left toe, lift the left knee. Extend your right arm to the sky. And then bring your right elbow to the inside of the right foot. Extend to the sky, inhale. Exhale, tap your right elbow to the inside of the right foot. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Engage the left glute. Exhale, tap. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. And just hold it here. So if you want, you can come onto your elbows. If that is way too much for you, come onto the hands or even drop the left knee to the mat. Hold for 5. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose for 4, 3, 2. Pick up the left toe, lift the left knee. Check the timer. You're going to spin both toes to the right and toe heel that right foot slightly back. Lift your right arm to the sky and then drop your left hip down to sag. So you're really feeling into the outer edge of your left or the left torso here. You're on the knife edge of your left foot and you should feel a little bit in the outside of your right hip as well. Hold for 3, breathe for 2, and then drive it back up. Lift, right arm extends over the right ear. Find that space in your right waist. And then release. You're going to bring the right hand to the mat, drop your left knee, slide the right knee back, and we'll do the same on the other side. Left foot steps forward. Coming into this variation of the lizard lunge. Now you can stay on the right knee or lift the right knee away from the mat. Extend the left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, tap the left elbow to the inside of the left foot. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale, lift. Engage your right glute. Exhale, tap. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, extend, spiral. Exhale, tap, and then hold it here. Maybe you come down onto both of your elbows. If you find one elbow is down and the other one is hovering, I really encourage you to come onto both hands. We want to encourage balance. So if you're only able to bring one and you're forcing the other one to try to get there or to meet it, you're not really accepting where you are. You're not giving your body the time it needs to make its way there with the guidance of your breath. So really try to be honest with yourself. Breathe here for 3. Hold for 2. Now, you're going to place the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Tuck the right toe, lift the right knee. Spin both toes to the left. Now you can toe heel that left foot back slightly. Extend your left arm to the sky. You're on the knife edge of your right foot or the pinky toe mound side. Now sag that right hip down. You might just hover just above the mat. You can extend the left arm back. Feel that weight through the outside of the right hip. And feel that stretch all the way up through your waist, through your obliques. And then drive down through the right foot. Use your core and your hips. Extend the left arm overhead. And then bring the left hand to the mat. We're going to step it back onto all 4s. We're going to come to our backs. Well done. So you can swing the legs out in front. We're going to lower down onto the back. Take your time getting there. I'd like us to finish with a twist, so I'd like you to bring your right knee in towards your chest, interlock the fingers to the front of the knee, and extend the left leg straight. Breathe into the belly. Soften through the jaw. And then twist. Bring the knee all the way over to the left. Look to the right, extend your right arm. Allow the body to be heavy. Feel that space in your lower back and your outer hip. Allow the breath to move slowly. Allow your awareness to be witness to your breath, its quality, its journey. Okay, and then slowly bring the knee back to center. Switch it up, bring your left knee in, extend your right leg straight, interlock the fingers to the front of the left knee. Draw the knee down and in towards you. Breathe fully into your belly, find that compression in the left hip. And then slowly bring the knee to the right, look to the left. Full deep inhales into the belly, full deep exhales. And then slowly bring it all the way back into center. Well done, everyone. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug. And then we're going to make our way into our Shavasana. So it wouldn't be a yoga workout without a nice Shavasana at the end. So extend your legs, extend your arms. Maybe you bring the palms on your belly or arms by side body with palms up. We're just going to take a minute here of stillness to notice the energy that we have cultivated in our body. To notice any thoughts that arise immediately in this space of stillness. Is it your natural urge to hold on to those thoughts, to grasp at them? Or can you allow them to arise? And as you connect with your awareness, allow them to melt by. So they simply pass in front and pass by. Like little balloons that start to float up in front and then continue on their journey as they float away out of sight. Slowly, I'd like you to begin to bring some movement into the fingers, into the toes. Maybe you want to take a nice full body stretch as you extend the arms overhead, as you point through the toes. And then slowly we're going to come over onto the right side of our body into a fetal position, pausing here. And then push into the left hand, come all the way up to a comfortable seat. Try to keep the eyes closed if you can. Sit up tall through your spine. Stack your shoulders over the hips. Allow your breath to be steady. Again, just take a moment to connect in with the energy that circulates. Remember that strength, that awareness, that love for ourselves. These are all practices that we have to come back to every day. It is often our natural instinct to judge, to fight, to protect. But here today, you took the time to explore and challenge yourself, to realize your true strength, to take a break when you needed, to push more when you could. And it takes every day time and practice to compound on your abilities. So thank yourself for coming to your mat today and sharing that not only with yourself, but with our wide community and Sweaty Soul. Bring your hands to earth, the heart connect with your breath, with yourself. Bow your chin toward your chest and honor your strength and your practice. And namaste.